Once, during the age of ancient kingdoms, there lived a young warrior named Ren. Ren dreamed of becoming one of the most respected fighters of his era. He spoke endlessly about his future, studied legends of great generals, and imagined himself standing victorious on distant battlefields. Ren wanted to master multiple fighting styles, understand complex tactics, and bring pride to his family name. He believed that having such a powerful vision would naturally push him toward greatness. But when the time came to train, Ren always delayed. He told himself the day was too long, his body too tired, or that he needed more knowledge before beginning. Sometimes he said he would start tomorrow, when conditions felt right. Days turned into months, and months into years. While Ren's dreams became more detailed and more impressive, his abilities remained unchanged. Younger warriors who trained daily slowly surpassed him, and Ren was forced to face a painful realization. His dreams had not carried him forward. They had held him still. Ren's ambition, without action, had left him frustrated, unprepared, and full of regret. This story reflects a deep truth about human behavior. Ren believed that strong desire and clear goals would automatically lead to effort, but by identifying himself as a visionary rather than a practitioner, he created a gap between what he wanted and what he was willing to endure. He found comfort in imagining success rather than experiencing the strain of daily training. Like many before him, Ren discovered that motivation alone cannot cross the distance between intention and execution. In fact, the more he spoke about his future without acting, the more his mind rewarded him with a false sense of progress. His dreams became a substitute for effort, and his inaction slowly shaped his failure. The warrior came to understand how dangerous this gap between wanting and doing can be. Dreams without action quietly consume time, and time once lost cannot be recovered. The greater our goals, the easier it becomes to feel overwhelmed by how far away they seem, and the more likely we are to postpone the small steps that would bring us closer. We tell ourselves that planning is progress, but often it is simply avoidance dressed in logic. Long ago, the legendary warrior strategist Miyamoto Musashi understood this truth clearly. Rather than waiting for moments of inspiration, he committed himself to simple, repeated actions carried out every day. He knew that mastery was not forged in sudden bursts of passion. Though warriors are remembered for dramatic victories, their true strength was built through ordinary discipline practiced quietly over time. They trained not when they felt inspired, but because training was who they were. To wait for motivation before acting is like waiting for perfect weather before setting out on a journey. You may wait endlessly, while those willing to walk through discomfort arrive ahead of you. The truth is that motivation rarely creates action. More often, action creates motivation. Movement builds momentum, and momentum generates the energy we often mistake for inspiration. Those who achieve the most are not the ones who feel driven every day, but the ones who act even when they do not. The warriors express this idea through the principle of Kaizen, the path of small, continuous improvement. A mountain is climbed step by step, not by staring at its summit and wishing to be there. Even the smallest steps matter when they are repeated. Even slow progress becomes powerful when it does not stop. Imagine a young trainee who feels too exhausted to train fully, yet chooses to practice a single technique each morning. Others mock the effort and call it meaningless. Still, he continues. Over time, the movement becomes instinctive. His body strengthens, his precision improves, and his discipline deepens. Months later, he realizes he has built a foundation strong enough to support advanced skills, while those who waited for motivation remain where they started. This is the quiet power of small action. The lesson is simple. Preparation without practice is disguised procrastination. Talking without doing creates the illusion of movement while leaving us unchanged. Waiting for motivation is surrendering control of our future to fleeting emotions. The warriors understood that true strength does not come from feeling ready, but from acting despite resistance. A great teacher once said, "The blade that waits for perfect conditions never leaves its scabbard. If you wait for the right moment, you may wait your entire life." Our desire for motivation often hides fear. Fear of discomfort, fear of effort without immediate reward, or fear that progress will feel slow. Discipline does not remove these feelings. It moves through them. True strength is not the ability to act when conditions are ideal. It is the ability to act when they are not. The warrior's path to overcoming laziness is simple, yet profound. Begin with small daily actions, no matter how insignificant they seem. Do not wait to feel ready. Readiness is an illusion. Do not trust emotion. Emotions change. Trust habits and commitments, for they are the foundation of all lasting achievement. As the warriors believed, "I am not ruled by my feelings. I am guided by my commitments." Strength is not saying, "I feel like doing this." Strength is saying, "I will do this, whether I feel like it or not." The ability to act without waiting for motivation is the ability to shape your life. Thank you for watching.